Well, we're starting a competition that brings back fond memories. For all teams, it's very attractive. Not many games, but they're very interesting knockout games. Different situations. As a reference, we've looked at the game the B team played there, but knowing Tevenet, their manager, he's surely going to make all kinds of different changes to try to surprise us. In principle, this is the first game. It's basic, we need to win this to stay in the competition. The objective being to win the trophy, as we have done in previous seasons. That's the objective. We'll need to play well against Hercules. Obviously, there's a big gulf between the two teams, but we've seen surprises in football before, where lower league teams have complicated things and even beaten teams from the first division. So we need to be careful and think about the difficulties that games like this can produce. Evidently, we need to improve. We need to be more consistent. But I see no sign to worry excessively beyond the different episodes that we've seen so far this season. I think we're still favourites to win all the titles this season, but we clearly need to improve. The players know that, I know that, everybody knows that. It's not a question of asking for things, it's a question of offering to the supporters, giving them more good games like we have done this season. But I think consistency is evidently lacking. The results show that. But let's not exaggerate. In the football world, people tend to exaggerate things too much. There's no need to do that. Remember the first year, people exaggerated. We ended up winning all 3 titles. That doesn't mean there aren't difficulties and we don't need to improve. We're the first to recognize that. It's an enormous tragedy. I think it's going to require an in-depth investigation to ensure that all the security protocols have been observed. This is something that not only affects sport, but affects families and people. And tragedies like this are a huge blow, especially in such a sector. So my sympathy to the victims.